Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisse and today we have another fishy mod. And a lot of fish mods have been in and out of the modder's mind for some time. And I think it's every time they crack something new, they really like to use it. And I think at this time it's the speed. So they were able to slow down a lot of the slower fish, so the movement make more sense compared to the rigs they place the fish on, since we don't have any fish in the game from Frontier. And today we're gonna take a look at this big beauty, and it's the I'm just gonna stop there so I can show you in a minute. It's the Humphead Wrasse. I'm probably not saying that right, so that's it. But there are a difference between the males and females, if I have noticed correctly. This is a male and I think this is a female. Yes, she is, and she is expecting offspring at this point. I also feel like maybe the red dot here seems a bit bigger on the females than the males. But besides that, I really can't see the biggest difference. So let's just jump right in here, and that's a beautiful picture. And I'm looking forward to making a beautiful underwater habitat. I love to work underwater in Planet Zoo, but the frontier animals in Planet Zoo just doesn't call much for it, so I really love this. And it is endangered, so it works perfectly with our future life project. Population in the wild unknown, Humphead Wrasse, or Wrasse, it depends how you pronounce that. Pacific and Indian Oceans, so it's probably saltwater animal. I'm not 100% up to date with saltwater and clear. Is it clear water it called? I hope. I'm probably gonna mix up some animals at some point, but we're gonna see. Aquatic, tropical, and temperate biomes. One of them need 1 square meters of land. I think 1 square meter is the minimum they can choose. Therefore, they always need to say at least 1 square meter of land, even though we really want them in the water. So, 50 square meters of water. Another adult is just 1 extra of each, and a young is the same. They live from 0 to 42 degrees Celsius, and you need a grade 2 fence, 4 feet 95, again a little over 1.5 meter, and it seems very high for a fish. But some fish can jump, and I'm not sure if this one can, even though I don't see how. It is kind of clumpy, so I can't really see it. Sorry, my eyes just noticed over here. Humphead Wrasse do not have any social needs. They are completely losers. Yeah. If I haven't mentioned, this is another fish mod by Buffzoo and Leaf, who actually have made a lot of fish mods together, and they are very good at it. So I don't know who of them wrote this, but I kind of understand, since it is kind of a weird animal. I actually believe either this one or its cousin we had in a kind of SeaWorld-ish zoo in Denmark, and I don't think I remember if it was a hurricane or something like that, but the entire building of this water world broke down, and they lost a lot of rare sea creatures, of course, and I think it took them more than a year to actually dig through all of it, and I think it was more than a year later they found their Humphead. alive in the water, still swimming around. It didn't have too much space, and it had a lot of dirty water, not that much food, so it didn't feel so good, but it was alive, which is kind of amazing. You can have 100 humphead, that's up to 50 males and 50 females, also if they are alone. Aggression level equals to dominance, so the more aggressive ones are the dominant one. I think they are polyamorous, confident, and guests cannot enter their habitat. They can grow up to 6 feet long, and they can live for 30 years. They weigh around 400 pounds, around 200 kilos. They reach sexual maturity at age 10, and they can reproduce until they die. They will give between 2 and 7 offspring every year, and be carrying their eggs, I think. I think that they are one of the fish that lay eggs. I'm not sure. For 3 months. They should be very easy to get to reproduce in captivity, and they don't have any interspecies enrichment. But the other enrichment here, we have this water jet, which makes sense. Then we have the 3 balls and the rubber ducky. Then we have over here items that can I actually have placed some of these underwater at some point. I think I had the free build mod at that point, and it crashed my game every time I tried to place these underwater, sadly. Maybe you can, but it haven't worked for me. So we have the mud pad, the blood scent marker, and the sprinkler. And I want to correct my last video about the goldfish, because I said they didn't go on land. Well, when you place your enrichment up here, they do. So that helped with the birthing issue, since they don't give birth in the water. Then we have here the frozen pumpkin, frozen blood pumpkin, frozen fish, and this thingy here, restraint feeder. And then down here we have this one, but only the tall one. This smaller one doesn't work. A lot of the mods only works with the big one, so be aware of that. And also be aware of the fact that most of the newer mods out there needs Axie, and also some of the older mods that are updated for new versions. For instance, now the 1.10 will also need Axie, so if you consider getting mods, start with Axie. It doesn't really do anything as far as you're concerned, it's just there. But what it does is allowing these mods to kind of change a bit of the programming, so they work better. That's how I understand it. I'm not a genius about this. Leaf have so many videos out there about it, and he also have a video about how to install mods, link below. And I also think he talks about Axie there, so use the link down there if you want to go and take a look at that. But let's get our close up here. Okay, first of all, it's ugly. Can we just agree that this is ugly, but in that way that you're like some kinds of dogs are really ugly, but that just makes me love them even more. And it's kind of the same thing here. It looks very well. It looks a bit plasticky here. I like the fins to be a little more see-through. I haven't seen that on a mod yet, but I'm looking forward to the day I do. And most fish fins are a bit see-through. Their eyes looks so goofy, and I love it. It looks again a little plasticky here, which would make sense since it is a fish, and fish are shiny. But the thing I have with it is that it's matte here, so either make it shiny or matte. That's the things you can choose. You can also see here that we have some shiny parts here and not the rest of it. And since fish would have scales, it would be shiny all over. I understand if you don't make it shiny, but then at least make it consistent. The coloring are so beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's not the best scales we have seen. I just want to see over here. This is a mod that came out today, Friday. This video probably don't go up before tomorrow. Where did you go, little fishy? There. This is a common goldfish. And if you just take a look at the scales here, this is a whole other level than this. This is still good. It's very good and I really like it. And honestly, playing the game around up here probably, no one would notice at all. You would actually notice this one better than this, besides the color, of course. Here we have a dark brown color, so the red and white one is more prominent, but you would notice this more because of its size. But the scales just aren't that good. But the coloring is very good. And honestly, I like sometimes to go over all the mods because we can really see how much the mod has changed. And one like Leaf, who really haven't been in the games as long as some of the other modders. They are also younger, not younger modders, but modders that's newer than Leaf. But especially the newer ones, those who have only been here for a year or so or less, you can really see a trouble for them when they do their mods, and this is such a big difference. I can just tell you over here. Sorry. Yeah. This mod is 400 and something. And the fishy goldfish mods are almost 1300. They are numbers in the order that they are released, so you can see there's been a lot of mods between. Of course, they are not all from Buffzoo and Leaf, but they are all from the same group of modders, and these modders learn so much of each other, and sometimes some of them crack something and they are so quick to share it with the rest of them, and I really love that kind of community where you can just share things like that. So a really good mod. It's not, again, not the best texture, but beautiful paintwork. It works beautiful. Let's see it move, and here the nice slow movement. I think they have worked a bit on the speed with this mod, where some of the crocodilians, I think this was made on the Gullios Dwarf Cayman, and that moves faster, I think. So they have slowed it down. And that's one of the new things they cracked. Beautiful. I just want to show you because I actually do have a baby in here somewhere. Oh, what a rainbow. There. 0.3 years old. And it's basically the same, maybe a bit thinner, I'm not sure. But just way smaller. Here you can see the goldfish compared. Did we have, yeah, an adult up there, and I think this is a female. Yes, that's the female, so the male will be even bigger. And this is a male. Did you just grow? No, you just swim in front. Yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. I really hope you enjoyed it. What do you think about this mod? Please tell me below, along with how you like these videos. I try to make them a bit shorter. It doesn't really work, but I will try. So yeah, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye guys!